Welcome to this week's episode of Superior Angling. I'm your host, Grant Sorensen. To kind of give us an update on this past week, we've had an influx of people wanting to donate, helping out, donating rods, reels, tackle, people wanting to donate some cash to help those in need. I can't thank you guys enough. That is truly tremendous, and just your generosity is, overwhelming. Like, that's totally amazing. So for those of you out there still in need, feel free to reach out to us. Like, we have a lot more giving that we could be doing. We've been helping about 4 or 5 people this past week, which is awesome, but I think we can do even more. We just need some more people to reach out. So share this, kind of share this video, get the message out there, have people reach out to us. Times are still tough, although there is some signs of light on the horizon. It's still tough going out there. So by all means, reach out to us. We have made connections. We can be the facilitator here and help more of those people in need. So this episode, we aired on our YouTube channel, we aired kind of a version of this past summer. We are up in Canada on Lake Superior, chasing after coaster brook trout. It's a blast. These are turning into one of my favorite fish to go after. I just love the casting along the shorelines, kind of, picking rocks, picking your cast, using bass tackle, and catching like gorgeous brook trout. Like on Lake Superior, it's cool. Lake Nipigon is even, that's a whole nother story. But this episode is on Lake Superior, and we have a blast. So we've included some, quite a bit of content and footage that we didn't air on social media. So if you're watching this on TV, this is new to you guys. If you're watching on social media, there might be some repeat content here, but the past week in Duluth has been miserably cold, windy, just gross weather. We haven't been doing a whole lot of fishing, so this is some content that we shot last summer, and we're all hoping these border restrictions are going to get lifted off so we can travel up into Canada and go after these fish again here in the near future. So again, it's late April now, and we're still unable to get across the border, go up into Canada. So I don't know, when we filmed this, I believe it was in June or July, so we still have a little bit of time to go. I'm definitely going to get back up there and go do this again because it is a blast. Stay tuned, it's going to be a good one. Oh, fish, big fish. Oh my goodness. Big fish, big fish.
Now that's a sweet October muskie.
Fish.
That's a big Atlantic, boys.
Good morning from an area of Canada where no gas stations open until 8 a.m. So Mountain Dew kickstarts you're gonna have to do. No coffee. Beautiful morning, innocent morning. However, we are gonna have wind picking up out of the southeast up to 15 miles an hour, which is gonna make it challenging. This is Lake Superior. This is big water and big waves with 15-mile-an-hour winds. So we're gonna have to kind of pick and choose. We have about 2 hours of calmness, and then the winds are gonna come. So the plan for today is specks, aka brook trout, coaster brook trout, whatever you want to call them. That is the target for today. If we can see 2, 3, 4 fish throughout the day, we will be happy. It's just that wind is gonna make it tough. So we're gonna see what we can do. We kind of have this whole area to work, especially in the back sides of these islands. So the wind's gonna be coming out of the southeast. Right now we're heading south, so it's going to be coming this direction. So we're going to be fishing a lot of the back sides, casting points. It's going to be a casting program with spinning gear, and hopefully we can see a few fish. Stick with us, and it'll be a good one.
So today for the baits that we're going to use on these coaster brook trout, it's pretty basic.
Got a 1/4 ounce jig head, darter head, any style round ball head with a white plastic, usually 3.5 to 4 inch white plastic. Paddle tail, even just a straight power minnow works great out here on these. The rod we're going to use today, St. Croix Avid X. This is a medium action, one piece, great rods, fast action, super sensitive. Braided line down to a fluorocarbon leader. Fluoro is a big deal out here because you get the abrasion resistance out of it, and the fish can't see it because we're in gin clear water. Another thing today too, hair jigs. I tie these up myself. They're just on ball head jigs, and pretty well anything bright, smelt pattern, stuff like that. Anything that'll imitate the bait fish out here works really well. So you can use X-wraps and cranks, small spoons. It's all pretty basic. These fish will eat anything that's basically bait fish like, so we're gonna get after them.
So when you're fishing these brook trout like this, you want to stick offshore. You want to stay in the dark water, right?
You want to be on the edge. So there's basically the area that we're fishing right now is all big boulders, big rock. These fish are using these rocks as structure to feed, so they'll pretty much ambush everything that comes by them. So you want to be on the dark edge of the break,
where it drops off, and by dark we mean where the depth drops off to 30-40 feet. I mean, it drops off pretty quick, but we have big isolated boulders up in here, so we're kind of casting the shoreline almost like we're casting smallmouth.
Yeah, it's very similar to bass fishing.
Yep.
If you got bass gear, you can do this, no problem.
I am by no means a brook trout expert, but we've done it a time or two. Tori does it quite often, so hopefully with his knowledge and my willingness to catch a fish, we can put a few in the boat today. Fish, 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 fish. Good one, good one, good one. That did not take long. This is a brook trout. This is a brook trout. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Amazing. Lake Superior speckled trout on like the 10th cast of the morning. How magical is that? Oh, that gets your heart going. That is pure adrenaline. We were not ready for that fish. The net was back there. I'm like, Tori, you have to grab that net. Again, you don't really want to hoist these fish into the boat. They're more fragile fish. Pretty much strictly catch and release on these. You can keep them, but it's not, we like to release them all. That's a good fish. How gorgeous is that? Let's take a look at them. Look at that fish. That there is a Lake Superior speckled trout, AKA brook trout, and he inhaled my swim jig. Look at how pretty that fish is. That's a big one. They get a lot bigger too though, but that is a heck of a start to the morning. What a fish. How fun is that? We're gonna get him unhooked. He just absolutely choked that jig, so we're gonna cut the line and try to play some surgery and get that hook out with caution and get this fish back with care. We like to handle him with care, be quick with them. What a fish. Look at that, just slowly going away. You're free, girl. You're free. What an adrenaline rush. Unbelievable. That gets your heart going. Like 10th cast of the morning. Right there, just a little jig head and a white swim bait. You know, it's the same thing you use for jigging walleyes or casting for smallmouth. Up there on those rocks. Holy cow. I can't even describe that. That is fun.
When we care about something, it shows. To help protect these things, call on the knowledge and experience of a local independent insurance agent that you know and trust. Some things we just can't afford to lose. And that is why we exist. Because the worst brings out our best. Holden Insurance, Duluth and Superior.
It's summer again at Marine General, and we're here to get you on the water. Kayaks, canoes, and paddleboards, water sports, knee boards, wetsuits, ropes, and life vests, rain gear, marine safety, electronics of all kinds, rods and reels, trolling motors, rod holders, and all kinds of accessories for your boat, live bait, lures, and a crew that appreciates your business.
This spring, shop the great selection of Lund and Crestliner fishing boats at RJ Sport and Cycle. Our knowledgeable staff is here to answer all your questions and help you get on the water. We sell both aluminum and fiberglass boats, suitable for a variety of applications. Full windshield models, side consoles, tillers, and more. We sell them all. Don't forget, we also carry pontoons. RJ Sport and Cycle is your leading Lund dealer in the area. Visit us in store or check us out online today.
At Wittes Trailer Sales, customer experience and satisfaction is our top priority. Located in Esco, Minnesota, we stock a full lineup of enclosed trailers, snowmobile trailers, and cargo trailers from brands such as Aluma, Look, Pace, and more. While you're here, shop the largest selection of Mahindra tractors in the area. Our skilled parts and service team is here to tackle all your repair needs. Wittes Trailer Sales in Esco, where customers become friends.
Oh, I don't know if that was a fish or not. I don't know if it's a rock or a fish. It's a fish. He just hit me again. Fish, I got him, I got him, I got him. He's taking me to town. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is 2 coasters in about 4 minutes. Oh, what a rush. What a rush, guys. I can't even describe that. I cast it up on that wind blown point right there. He nicked it once. I kind of thought it was a rock. I couldn't really tell. I was trying to mess with their boat control as well. I kept reeling. He hit it again and he missed it. So I just kind of jigged it and he whacked it. Oh, what a magical start to the morning. 2 coasters in about less than 5 minutes. Let's take a look at this guy, huh? A little bit smaller than the last one, but every one of these fish is special and every one of these fish counts, guys. It's not too often that you can have an opportunity to catch fish like this. This is a female, a little bit shorter nose on her, a little more pale in color. What a fish. Maybe, I don't know, 17, 18 inches. What a fish. That gets your heart going, especially when they're in pretty much back-to-back casts almost. There she goes, back down. Legal slot limit on these fish is 22 inches, but you know, everything else is catching, they have to be over 22 to keep, so everything else has to be released. Obviously, we're going to release every one of these fish. They're very special fish, beautiful fish that deserve to be put back, but this is kind of good to help sustain the populations out here. Wild. It's all about fishing the high percentage area. So right now we're skipping over this. It's more sand on the shoreline that you can see behind me here. We're concentrated on more of the bigger rocks. So we're just kind of driving along down the shoreline here with the wind and gonna go back into a bigger bay back here. But we're just kind of picking and choosing the areas that we fish, letting go of the sand or shelf rock and concentrating on bigger boulders that we see on the shorelines. If you see them on the shorelines, they're going to be out in the water as well, and that's what you want to look for. So we're just going to keep moseying down here. 2 fish in the boat so far. We're happy with how we're doing, but we're having to work for them now with this wind. So.
Well, we moved 2 fish on this shore anyway.
First one could have been a here's fish. I don't know what it is. Yep. Ooh, it looks brookish. It looks brooky. It looks brooky. It is. It is. It is. It is, guys. It is. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's unbelievable, guys. I gotta control our boat here. Tori just got that little lake trout. I took another cast on the shoreline. Big, colorful brookie. That is what we're after. That is number 3 for the day. My hands are numb. I can't even do the number 3 sign. It's cold. Yes, it's very, very late June, but it's cold still. Let's take a look at this fish. Look at that, guys. Barely hooked. Look at that. That is another Lake Superior coaster brook trout. Look at that. He's got a little bigger head on him. This probably could be a male. A little more colorful. Got some good genetics. That is a rush. I just took a long cast on the shore. The water's super high in here, like 2 feet high. And it's hard to see what the shorelines are like, so we're just kind of randomly casting. But let's get this fish back in the water. Send her back home. What a special fish. Guys, that's what it's all about right there. Holy cow. Oh, we're in shallow now. Wow. But yeah, I mean, the water is very, very high. And yes, it's kind of because the ice cover on Lake Superior the past couple of years prevents water from evaporating, so your water levels are a little higher. But also, you get a northeast wind blowing water in here, it raises that level. So you can't really see the shorelines where rocks are. I mean, it's just trees. And that was just a random cast. So that's a good sign. That's awesome. 3 fish. My day is made. I mean, it's still early yet, maybe like 8 o'clock now. We have a lot of day ahead of us. That was a pretty fish. Getting colorful. I like those. Awesome.
Just got bumped. On. Brookie. Brookie.
Is it?
Yeah. Yep.
It's a good brookie.
Finally a brookie. We've been picking through lake trout and not getting what we want. Now we got what we want. Picked up this nice little brookie here. Been casting this shallow shoreline, running little swim baits, and we've been picking up lake trout, and now we just picked through them and got that nice little female brook trout. We're gonna get that back and try to get us another one.
Oh, there he is. Got him. Got him. Yep, that's big. That's big. This is a brookie, it's huge. If it's a brookie, it's huge. I don't know if it's a brookie or a lake trout. I don't know what it is. I gotta spot lock us. It's a big fish. It's a big fish, whatever it is. This is incredible. I'm sorry, I'm speechless right now. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. What is it? Lake trout. Lake trout. What are you doing up here? Man. Oh, that gets your heart going. To be continued.
Do another brookie here on the swim baits. Picking up lake trout like crazy, and then brookies are in between. Another nice one. What happened with that fish is there's an isolated rock over the back of our boat here sticking out. I put one cast right on top of it, one pop with a swim bait and a jig, and got this healthy little brookie. Nice little male, maybe about 16 inches. Healthy, thick fish though. I'll get that one back and try for another one.
This spring, shop the great selection of Lund and Crestliner fishing boats at RJ Sport and Cycle. Our knowledgeable staff is here to answer all your questions and help you get on the water. We sell both aluminum and fiberglass boats, suitable for a variety of applications. Full windshield models, side consoles, tillers, and more. We sell them all. Don't forget, we also carry pontoons. RJ Sport and Cycle is your leading Lund dealer in the area. Visit us in store or check us out online today.
At Hartel's Disposal, we are proud to be your local hauler for over 65 years and 3 generations. Our focus on customer service has allowed us to become the largest locally owned trash and recycling company in the greater Duluth area. Servicing both residential and commercial locations, we have disposal solutions for every need. Trash and recycling containers, dumpsters, and more. We have it all. Looking for a new and exciting career? We are now hiring for multiple positions. Visit us at hartels.com today.
This week's health tip is brought to you by St. Luke's, the patient above all else.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Lund, infectious disease physician at St. Luke's Hospital in Duluth, Minnesota. Here's a tip for preventing mosquito and tick bites. Always remember to wear long sleeves, long pants, and tuck your pants into your socks when going out into the woods or brush. Always do a daily tick check to make sure you're removing ticks promptly. Remember, a tick needs to be attached for at least 36 to 48 hours to transmit infections such as Lyme disease. If you do a tick check every 24 hours, then you will be safe. There are products on the market such as DEET that can prevent ticks and mosquitoes. You can buy DEET containing products that are 20 to 50% active ingredient. This is sufficient. Over 50% DEET usually just increases your cost without adding any additional benefit. There is also clothing you can buy that has 0.5% permethrin in the material. This will help prevent ticks and mosquitoes as well.
Big brookie, big brookie. Grant, big brookie.
Is that
man.
a brookie?
Big brookie.
Jumping.
I've never had one of those jump. Steelhead. Never mind. Steelhead. Jumped the gun on that one. He shot out like a brookie and turns out steelhead. Nice little. Oh. In the net, anyways. Not the best net job, but that's a nice fish. On the swim bait again, and that junction head, that thing cranked it. I thought that was a big brookie. Wait, go, fish, brookie. Got him.
It's a good one. Oh, did he choke that? Look at that, we got him. All right, boat control. This is insane. We are near some big rocks. We have big wind coming down and big brook trout in the net. Holy cow, man. Woo! Just cast it toward shore, was reeling back. Tori and I both saw the fish. We're like, brookie. And I sit there and just kind of jig it a couple times. He darts after it, set the hook, and it's fish on. Unbelievable. That all happened so fast. What a day it's been. This wind is killing us right now. Gonna spot lock us. I don't know how much longer we're gonna give it. That's number 6 or 7 now. A very successful day. We've only been out here a couple hours, but we may head her back soon. I don't know, but we're gonna take a look at this guy. It's a nice fish. Look at that fish. That's one of my bigger ones of the day. What a gorgeous specimen. I just love these colors. Like, that's a big coaster brook trout. Unbelievable. Let's get her back. Those colors are just mind-blowing. It doesn't even look real. The beauty of these fish. So majestic out here in Lake Superior. Wow. So much fun area to explore and see guys like this. That's a nice fish. Oh, back she goes. Did the old crappie flop right out of the hand. Oh, man. That was... So what they'll do is they live right up close to shore, but most times they'll follow you right back to the boat. They'll see your lure go past them, they'll peck at it a couple times, and then they'll commit right next to the boat. So what you want to do is you're reeling in, you see these fish behind your bait, just keep running, keep reeling, but you're going to run out of room pretty soon. But when you do run out of room, just sit there and jig it, and a lot of times they're going to attack it. That's exactly what that fish did there. So you know, you don't want to, like a musky fisherman, when you run out of room, you do a figure 8. With these fish, you just want to let if you're using a jig, that's the nice part about these jigs too, is you can, once you get towards the boat, just sit there and jig it, and they're going to attack it. So that's a great fish. And again, this is on a white plastic and a jig head. It's the same one we've been using all day. This is I ran out of Kitech plastics, but this is just a fluke from Zoom, so just white body. I'm just using a black jig head. I don't really think the jig head color matters, but that's all that is. It's a little, you know, 3.5 inch white plastic, little paddle tail on there, and I mean that's all it takes. You can cast stick baits or crankbaits or spoons, but windy conditions like this is going to be your best friend, because you can make long casts. It's aerodynamic. You can get some distance out there on the cast. So boat control is probably your #1 priority out here fishing these brook trout. You got to stay deep. You got to be in control of where your boat is at all times. If you're too shallow, you're going to spook these fish. Very, very clear water, so your boat shadow does spook them, so you want to make long casts into shore, and there's awesome fish like that in the boat.
On the tube, on the tube.
On the tube?
On the tube, I lost him.
Oh, God.
Buddy. On again.
No way.
On the tube.
That's huge.
Big brookie,
oh
big
my
brookie,
gosh.
bud.
Oh my gosh.
Big brookie on
That's
the tube,
huge.
bud.
That's huge. That's huge, Tori.
You looked at me like I had 2 heads when I said, I'm gonna try a tube. And I got a giant on right now. But that's a big brookie, man.
That's huge.
Grant, that's big.
That's big.
Grant. Grant. That's
That's big.
That's what we came for. Same thing, fishing these isolated rocks. I actually switched over to a bass tube, and I made 1 cast with it, and I popped, and boom. This is like a 5.5 to a 6 pound brookie. This is big. And we'll get a good look at him here right now and show everybody at home what Lake Superior is all about. Right there. That's what we came for. Look at that fish. Here we're gonna get this girl back. We just got a still picture. Big female brookie. Could be the fish of a lifetime, that one, for some folks, so we're gonna let her go. Hopefully somebody else gets her. There she goes.